it's Iain from RTO here. Welcome to the start of another week. It's a beautiful day here. Blue skies, not a cloud in sight. Anyway, it is part 2 of the Elvis Presley story. And we've got to the 1960s. Now, he'd done his national service, or whatever they call it, and he was discharged from the army in 1960. And people had doubts that he would recapture his momentum from the 50s. So he did some recording, and during the 60s, apart from making his movies, he made 6 albums. But these were more gentle, gospel-y, and more middle of the road. So he released 6 albums in the 60s. So, coming in at number 6, we have his 5th studio album overall, released in 1960, and it's called His Hand in Mine. It was the first of 3 gospel albums, because that's where Elvis learnt his sort of music, going to in the gospel when he was growing up, and he would make 3 albums during his lifetime. So on here we've got Elvis doing the vocals, acoustic guitar and piano, the Jordanaires doing the backing vocals, Millie Kirkham on backing vocals, Scotty Moore on the guitars, Hank Garland on the acoustic guitar, Floyd Kramer on piano, Bob Moore double bass. The drumming was done by DJ Fontana and Buddy Harmon, and Boots Randolph did some saxophone. So the first track is His Hand in Mine. Now, this is a gospel song. He's not. I mean, he can sing them, but in all honesty, it's nice, but it's not my thing. Okay, next track is I'm Gonna Walk Them Golden Stairs. My favourite song on here. It's a really upbeat gospel song. It reminds me of the sort of songs you'd get if you go to the Blues Brothers with the James Brown theme and everyone's deeping around and having a good time, sort of thing. Then he does an adaptation of Eileen Hanks In My Father's House. As much as, you know, I'm really not into these gospel albums at all, but, you know, he's got a nice voice, so it sort of takes the harshness of it. Milky White Way is an old song. It's a very old gospel song, so it's okay. Only to Him. It's a bit more of a spoken word, but it's just not my cup of tea. Then we have I Believe in the Man in the Sky. Again, it's a pleasant song. It's not horrible. Joshua, Fit the Battle. It's a typical sort of gospel song, nothing wrong with it. He Knows Just What I Need. Yeah, my nan liked this song. You know, fair enough. Swing Down Sweet Chariot. This is alright. It's a traditional song. I don't mind that one. Mansion on the Hilltop. Again, it's just a very, very pleasant song. If We Never Meet Again. It's a nice song, but it doesn't do anything for me. And Working on the Building. I like this. It's quite quirky, little number 20 album. I mean, there's some great songs on here. You know, so I like the uplifting ones more, but the slow ones tend to be a little bit monotonous. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 4 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 5, his 8th album from 1967, How Great Thou Art. Lots of vocals on here. That you got Elvis on the piano, the Jordanaires doing vocals, the Imperials doing vocals, Millie Kirkham vocals, Dolores Edgin on vocals, Boots Randolph again on saxophone with Rufus Long, Scotty Moore on guitar, Chip Young's on guitar, Charlie McCoy guitar, bass and harmonica, Peter Drake pedal steel guitar. So First one is the hymn, How Great Thou Art. I think it's a nice, I do like this hymn. I think it's a real, when you hear this played in churches, it's always a good one. And he doesn't do a bad version of it. In the Garden, it's a slow song, but it is a fantastic vocal from Elvis. I can't deny that. Somebody Bigger Than You. Bit of a plodder, it doesn't do anything for me. Farther Along. I don't like these real, I wouldn't call them dour, but they're not much going on. I mean, it's a traditional song, but there's no oomph in it. Stand By Me. Favourite song on here. It's the best vocal he's done in these gospel things, I think. Without Him. A song that just needs a little bit more, the back side, to give it a little bit more go in it. There's not much go in it. So High. It's alright. Where Could I Go But to the Lord? Yeah, they all sound the same, these hymny type things, I'm afraid. You know, no disrespect, but it's just not my thing. By and By. It's a good uplifting gospel song. It's got a lot of character to it. It's not bad. If the Lord Wasn't Walking By My Side isn't too bad. It's quite uplifting. I like the vocals on this. It's not too bad. Run On is another pleasant song. The backing vocals are pretty good. No One Stands Alone, it's a very pleasant song, and this album ends with Crying in the Chapel, which was a big hit for Elvis, but I wouldn't say it was one of my favourite tracks. Yeah, there's more tracks on here, the gospel-y ones that I prefer, but it's still not an album I would return to a lot. So I'll give this one an RTO ranking of 5.5. Okay, coming in at number 4, we've got the 6th album from 1961, and this is called Something for Everybody. It's got Elvis Presley on it on vocals, acoustic and rhythm guitar, Millie Kirk on backing vocals, the Jordanaires, of course, on backing vocals, Boots Randolph on the saxophone, Scotty Moore electric guitar, Hank Garland electric and electric bass. So it's split into two. You've got the ballad side. So on side 1 there is a track called There's Always Me. This song reminds me of, you remember after the charts on the radio on a Sunday, Sing Something Simple? Yep, that's straight out of that. It's, God. Give Me Right. I like this. The backing vocals is good. It's quite jazzy. I like this one. It's a good vocal from Elvis. It's a Sin. The piano and the guitars are pretty good, and it's a really solid vocal from Mr. Presley. Sentimental Me. It's one of those sort of tracks that reminds me of Fats Domino's Blueberry Hill. It's a good track. I do like that. Starting Today. Now, I just wonder if people that used to like the 50s and all the rock and roll, if it'd ever come back, because this is just too ballady. You know, I don't know. It's not even pop. Gently, the harmonies mix well together. So we'll go on to side 2, and it's called the rhythm side. The first one on here is called I'm Coming Home. My favourite track on here, this is more like it. This is the rock and roll song. It's a great number. Up next is In Your Arms. This is another good track. Nice rhythm to this. Excellent vocal. Solid track all the way through. Put the Blame on Me. You can hear that double bass, giving it that solid bass sound. It's an excellent track. Like that one. Judy, another one of my favourites. I love the piano work on this. It's excellent. I Want You With Me. Love this track. The brass on it. It's a great vocal. And then we have an excellent track to end the album. I Slipped, I Stumbled, I Fell. Excellent track. Good rock and roll number. An album of two halves then. The ballad side, it's okay, but the rhythm side is more like it. It's a great side too, and I'm going to give it an RTO ranking of 6.5. Okay, coming in at number 3. The 7th album released in 1962, Pot Luck. Elvis on the lead vocals, Scotty Moore rhythm guitar, Jerry Kennedy lead guitar on Night Rider, Hank Garland as lead on Kiss Me Quick, and stepping out of the line, I'm Yours, and that's someone you'll never forget. And the rhythm guitar, Tommy Timble on Stepping Out. So the first track is a track written by Doc Thomas, who wrote a lot of stuff. Kiss Me Quick. Really good track, a little bit of swing in there. The vocals from Elvis are pretty strong on that. Just for old time's sake, it's a good song. It's another. It's okay. It's a good vocal from Elvis on that one. Gonna Get Back Home Somehow. One of my favourite tracks on here. I love the guitar work on this, and it's excellent drumming. Such an easy question. Nice tempo. It's got that sort of cowboy sitting on the horse, plodding along the road. I do like them sort of tracks, that dun good. So I do like that sort of sound. Stepping Out of Line. Love this song. It's my favourite on the album. Bit of rock and roll, bit of saxophone. Pretty good. I'm Yours. I don't like the arrangement, but it's a good vocal from Elvis. Something Blue. It's one of the better, slower songs on here. I love the piano. It really adds to it. Then we have definitely my favourite track of all time on this album. And I love this song. It's Suspicion, written by Doc Thomas. It's a great song. I Feel That I've Known You Forever. Another nice ballad. Really nice. Night Rider. Very jazzy. I like this song. I love the jazz sound that he did. Fountain of Love. Lots of castanets in it. It's got that Latino feel to it. Someone You'll Never Forget is the last track. Alright. Pretty good album. Some excellent tracks on this one. There's a couple on here that don't float my boat though, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 2, the 9th album released in 1969. It's called From Elvis in Memphis. We've got Elvis Presley on vocals, guitar, piano, Ed Collis on harmonica, John Huey on the pedal steel guitar, Reggie Young on lead guitar and electric sitar, Bobby Wood the piano, Bobby Emmons Hammond organ, Tony Cogbill bass guitar, Mick Leach bass, Gene Christman on drums, Glenn Spree on strings and horn arrangements. First track on this one is called Wearing That Love On Look. I like this song. I love the start of it. It's got that church organ that you get at the beginning of sermons. It's quite good. Only the Strong Survive. Another good track. It's a very middle of the road track, but it's a very solid vocal. I'll hold you in my heart till I can hold you in my arms. It's got a bluesy feel to it. I love the bass on this. It's terrific. Long Black Limousine comes next. I'll say it wouldn't be one of my favourites on here. It's pretty ordinary, but it's not a bad song. It keeps right on hurting. Very country, nice little song as well. I don't mind that one. I'm Moving On, which is a Hank Snow song, and it's a very good cover of it. Excellent track, and Elvis, I think Elvis has a better version between you and me. My favourite track on here is Power of My Love. It's a bluesy number with a great harmonica on it. It's proper bluesy, excellent track. Gentle on My Mind. It's one of the middle of the road. It's one of them sort of songs that was hanging about in the late 60s in America. It's okay. After Loving You, second favourite track on this album. It's a bit rock and rolly. Can't go wrong there. True Love Travels on a Gravel Road. A little bit insipid. Not for me. Any Down Now. It's alright. And then In the Ghetto. Now, it's okay. I've never been a big fan of this. I wouldn't say it didn't get in my top 20 songs, but it probably get in towards the back of a top 30. But it's not what I like. It's a crisp, powerful album to end the decade. Some really good songs on here. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 7.3. But when it comes to it, my favourite album of the 60s from Elvis is his fourth album, and the first one back. And it is called Elvis Is Back, from 1960s. It's his first new material since 1958. So it's Elvis Presley, Scotty Moore, Hank Garland, Bob Moore, and Floyd Kramer, and DJ Fontana, Bobby Hartman and the Jordanaires, Boots Randolph and Charlie Hodge. So the first track on here is called Make Me Know It. Love this. Such an upbeat song. Great rock and roll sort of song. Excellent track. Then he does a great version of Fever. Fine performance. Great cover. Love that version. The Girl of My Best Friend. It's a nice ballad from the 60s. It's not a bad song. I'll Be Home Again. I love the harmony singing on this. It's pretty impressive though. You get the harmonies, the Jordanaires, excellent stuff. Then my favourite track, and this is written by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. It's called Dirty, Dirty Feeling. Written by two great early writers. It's another fine performance, and Elvis seemed to really come to the park when it comes to doing their songs. Excellent track. The Thrill of Your Love. Not a great lover of this, but there's some nice piano on it. It really is nice. Soldier Boy. It's quite been I don't like this version. I've heard better versions. Such a Night. Love the saxophone on this from Root. Excellent stuff. Boots is such a great saxophone player. Excellent stuff. Then we have It Feels So Right. Love the guitar work on this. It's a super little track. Great vocal. A Girl Next Door Went to Walk In. It's a proper doo-wop song from the backing vocals. I don't mind it. Like a Baby, my second favourite track on here. It's got a jazzy feel. The jazzy guitar is fabulous. Reconsider Baby is the last track. The piano is okay. It's a super terrific vocal from Elvis. As I said, the 60s albums I wouldn't say are the best ones, but there's one or two tracks that are good. But this album is a very, very solid album. I just wished he'd have developed this sound instead of going down the gospel sound. It's a pretty solid album, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.5. Okay, there we go. So next week we will go on to the last decade of albums. But there are two other videos we're doing on Elvis, but then we're going to look at the 1970s, which was a huge decade for him, and sadly the one that he passed away. So that's all coming next week. Coming up next is a request for Perfect Side, and it's Crime of the Century from Supertramp. So we'll do that very soon. Bye for now.